After months of tough negotiations and campaigning by CWU and the local community, BT has now confirmed it will keep its Directory Enquires Call Centre in Barrow-In-Furness open, saving around 50 jobs. Instead of closing the call centre, BT will now upgrade the site's technology infrastructure to handle alternative work, securing long-term employment for CWU members in Barrow and giving the local economy a welcome boost. CWU TV travelled to Barrow-In-Furness to find out what the reaction is to this positive news.
When we found out the news that they were actually keeping the centre open as a working centre, it was like magic. It was as if somebody had gone round and lifted off bags of coal or something off the backs of people's backs. People started smiling. People are happy again. The brows are clear. It's made a tremendous difference and a very visible difference.
The local community has been at the heart of this campaign, with support from local MP John Woodcock, the Furness Enterprise and local media, including the North West Evening News.
The media coverage of the CWU and the workers' campaign to save their job, I think, has definitely had an impact. Certainly the feedback we received from BT during the time was that they were certainly taking notice of it, perhaps so much more so than they would have done if it wasn't covered and if the workers hadn't gone to such extents to try and save their jobs. What the media coverage has also done is it's reached out to the wider parts of the town and shown people what these workers have done, but I think most importantly, the media coverage following it from beginning to end has shown to people that if you do, if your job is at risk and you decide to take on even a company like BT, you can win, as these workers have shown. They did win, and that, I think, has been instrumental to showing other people that they could do the same.
I got involved because these jobs are so important for each of the individuals in them, but also BT's presence in Barrow is really important for the Furness economy. So there was no question for me that we had to stick in there and make sure that the company listened to what its employees were saying. I think the way that the union rallied round both nationally and locally was excellent. Everyone pulled together and we got the right outcome, which is great.
Lovely, thank you very much indeed.
I want to see more global companies, and particularly global companies who are British companies with a global reach, maintaining their UK workforce and recognising that although they rightly serve right across the world and have a footprint that spans many, many countries, and they have to remain loyal to their base here in the UK. That's what BT have done with this decision in this particular area, but I want to see far more of that in the coming months, when we know that the employment situation right across the country remains so difficult.
Furness Enterprise was set up in 1991 as a development agency as a consequence of the massive job losses in this area from the shipyard. And our key role is to work with industry, work with the unions, work with the community to try and ensure that we create as many jobs as we can in the area, and equally importantly, safeguard those jobs that we do have. As regards the campaign to save the BT call centre, it's absolutely critical that we safeguard every job we can in the deprived area of Barrow. And secondly, to have a situation where BT, a world-renowned communications company, was shutting down a key facility in this area would have sent a very negative message to the rest of the world about the communications infrastructure we had in this area. So therefore it was vital, and this is the third time we've been involved in a campaign to save the BT call centre, it was absolutely vital that we got behind the CWU's campaign and gave them every support to them and to the workforce.
I would like to say to these people, without your support, I don't believe we could have kept going. When we were feeling down, when we were made to feel foolish, when we were depressed almost, it was the thought of all the people supporting us, cheering us on, and practically helping us financially, helping us by contacting these people in a better way than we could have done, that kept us going. We can never thank them enough, really.
All staff at the Barrow Call Centre will now have their job status removed from the redeployment list and have a long-term future at the Barrow site.
It's been an arduous journey. It's not one that I would like to travel again, but it's been well worthwhile. And I would recommend to anybody in the same position as us, have a go. Do your best. Don't give up before the very, very end. And then from misery can come happiness. We're all happy now. If we'd have given up, if we'd have accepted what they said, some of us would now be on the dole, and others of us would be working for much less money and probably much less salubrious jobs. So, have a go.